this presentation.
2023-2024 season. Let's get it. It's a great return. Playoff strikes back. We going live and tuned up to the max. Real and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up with little yard in the chat. Baltimore Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. And Nico, we trust that we know about that. MFF fail, that we roster. Cooking up with Kirby, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite will win in this party. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining we home like Foster's. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luther and Kirby. They created a monster. The rules of the game are the same. They on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on screen. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Will and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, NFL, podcast listeners across the globe. It's your boy, one half of We Talk Mavs, King here. Rella wasn't able to make it tonight, y'all. He's dealing with some personal matters, family matters, actually a major family emergency. So well wishes to him, prayers to him and his family. And if you have any of his social medias and anything like that, definitely send prayers his way. He definitely needs them. But on a serious note, I thought I'd do the show a little differently today. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel and into all things Maverick, Dallas Mavericks, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, on my, left side, but you guys' right side on the screen. And also hit that like button for us as well. We do post-game shows here, and we have good times sometimes, but today is going to be a little different. I thought I'd keep it very professional today. I've had a moment of calming down and reflecting after the game. So I'm going to try my hardest to be as professional as I can today, because the Mavericks need some different representation, and some guys are going to ask some tough questions and maybe, just ask some tough things around these people. So I'm going to try to be as professional as I can. So maybe the Mavericks or maybe want to hire me or something. Let me get over there to Dallas and get a job. So let me see if I can do that. But like I said, if you're into Maverick content and all, please hit the subscribe button. Please like the video. But let's get into the game, y'all. First and foremost, though, let's show some love to one of our sponsors over at Fanatics. Before we continue, we want to give a special shout out to Fanatics for hooking the channel up with a personalized link for you guys and ladies to get all of your official NBA Dallas Mavericks merchandise and apparel. If you're interested in helping the channel at all, please scan the QR code on the screen or check out the link in the description. We appreciate all of the continued support, and big thanks go out to Fanatics once more for hooking us up over here at We Talk Mavs. Appreciate Fanatics as always, guys. Let's get right into it. Let's get into the takeaways of the game. So the Dallas Mavericks, as my partner would say, let's put it in your face. The Dallas Mavericks lose 116-111. The Clippers tied the series 2-2. The Clippers shot about 54% from the field. Mavericks shoot 49%. Clippers shoot 62% from the three-point line. The Mavericks shoot 33%. The Clippers shoot 12 of 18 free throws for 67%, and the Mavericks shoot 20 of 25 for 80%. The Mavericks out-rebounded them 42-29. Our offensive rebounded them 14-5, and our defensive rebounded them 28-24, and we were tied assists. So I guess let's get to my takeaways of the game. Give me a second, guys. Switch my screen and box score. All right. Here are the Mavs. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to keep this really, short and sweet. Talk about everything negative real quick that everybody wants to talk about. PJ Washington, we need you to shoot the three ball better. Please and thank you. For some reason, everybody hates it today, so please shoot the three ball better. We need you to do that. Dark Jones Jr., you got to show up in the fourth quarter, bro. It is what it is. You had a great game in general, but show up in the fourth quarter. It is what it is. Daniel Gafford, 5 points, 5 rebounds. He was pretty good out there when he had his time. Got to be able to stay on the floor, though, somehow, some way, I guess. Kyrie Irving, 40 points. Turn it on earlier. You feel what I'm saying? Like, score at the beginning of the game. We need you from the first quarter to score in the game. Luka Doncic, 29, 10 and 10. Amazing. Stay out of foul trouble. If you're hurt, you're hurt. Sit on the side. Stop with the step back threes. What else you guys want me to say about him? I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about this. Stop, shoot more efficiently. Stop letting James Harden outperform you. I don't know. Just do what you got to do. You got to stay on the court. You can't have 5 fouls. Being in foul trouble where you almost have 1 foul when you got to play defense a different way. And blase. We get that. Maxi Kleber made a big 3. Got 2 rebounds for us, 2 big rebounds in the fourth quarter. Maxi, you can't be indecisive when you're playing against James Harden and, pick and roll with guys like Zubac and things like that, or even playing ISO ball. It is what it is. Derek Lively had 8.6 rebounds. He was good out there for his minutes, but he got to find a way to play in the fourth quarter. We can't. Lively, man, you got to play in the fourth quarter. It's ridiculous that you can't play in the fourth quarter. Josh Green, he's Mr. Hustle. We need 2 more points. We need more points. I'm sorry, I didn't give you 2 points. We need more points from Josh Green. Josh Green got to do more. Where are you at, Josh Green? This is ridiculous that we only getting hustle from you. Though that hustle was awesome just a game ago. But now the hustle is ridiculous. Like, we need more from you. Exum, you've been MIA the whole series, but you've been MIA the whole series, and we basically could have won those games without you. So hopefully you'll come around and we'll be able to play the game with you as well, Exum. But you got to get your game together. Jaden Hardy got some minutes and a little spark, I guess, for that, but he got to be to play more minutes as well. But other than that, let's get to the real thing of the game. I want to pull my phone out for this because people have been tagging me and tweets on. I'm not all tech savvy on this StreamYard app like Rel is, but I can still, communicate things. So just give me a second. I know this isn't professional, as my partner would say, but it's some things I want to touch on. First thing, the reason we lost this game. Shout out to Landon for posting this tweet. The Clippers scored 20 points in the paint in the fourth quarter. Gafford minutes in the fourth quarter was 1 minute and 54 seconds, and that was the end of the game, basically. And Lively minutes in the fourth quarter was 0, whopping 0. Let me see if I can get to the game again. Sorry, it's a lot to do at once, but I want to get to. Oops. Is it a recap, game cast? What am I looking for? I'm trying to see what the points in the paint were for like the fourth quarter and all, if I could break that down, but I don't know how to do that on ESPN, so maybe I should just leave it alone. I'll leave it alone for right now. But in the paint, actually no, a breakdown of the game. How about we do that? Can I do a game cast like the actual quarters? Want to tell me the breakdown of each quarter? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Clippers in the first quarter. Mavs came out sloppy. They weren't prepared, weren't ready for it. That's a coaching, issue as well. Got to go ahead, Jason Kidd, and have your guys prepared for a day game. It shouldn't be the same story over and over and over again. But that is what it is. They were hot. The Clippers, I feel like at the beginning of the game was shooting 70%, over 70%, probably about 75% from the field, just in general, 60-something% from the 3-point line. They were just destroying them. Okay, Mavs scored 16 points. It wasn't 8, 16, 39. Second quarter, the Clippers got 27, 33. Mavericks started doing a little something. From that point on, the Clippers' field goal percentage started dropping. Third quarter, Clippers had 16 points. Mavs had 29 points. Mavericks had their center in there. Lively was playing tremendously. Clippers couldn't score in the paint. Clippers' field goal percentage went from a 75%, or 70, whatever it was, down to 40-something% at that point. Their overall percentage. 3-point percentage stayed the same. They weren't shooting as many threes. They were trying to get guys were getting them off the 3-point line, funneling them to their centers, which was Derek Lively. And Derek Lively was either stopping them at the rim or having them shoot a tough mid-range shot. Okay, 16 points there to 29 points. Maxi Kleber comes in the game sometime in this area. In the fourth quarter, We get the lead. Lively was in there. Maxey comes in there. You play a little role of Maxey. I got you. Maxey does a little something. You played a little. Maxey made a three. Maxey was huge, and he made a three. Maxey is not like that. Was great that he made 1 3. That was perfectly fine. After that point, Maxey Kleber shouldn't have been on the floor. James Harden, your guy Luka Doncic had 5 fouls. 5 fouls at that point. He played a game where he was getting foul trouble. They were calling the refs were calling wild fouls and all that. And it is what it is. He had 5 fouls at that point. James Harden has been their number one guy this whole series. First and foremost, you had Luka defending James Harden in ISO, which was foolish. I'd always switch and had PJ on him. I'd have fought over that screen no matter what. Even when PJ was playing on one-on-one, he was going around PJ. They were calling ticky-tack fouls. It's the same thing we asked for when we play with Luka Doncic. It's the same thing. When the guy's on his hip and you stuck in that little mid area, you need to decide what's going on. This guy, Jason Kidd, decided with Luka having 5 fouls and allowing him to play defense on James Harden to then let Maxey Kleber be the closing 5 behind him as a rim protector. When they're hunting your star player who has 5 fouls and you're letting him play one-on-one, and you know he has to play. It's not even about his defense and defense being trash or he's not. Let me get this off the screen. It's not about his defense or wrong button. Not about his defense or having to play better defense and all that. No, he played good defense when he could. He got fouls, bad fouls or whatever like that. Then he had 5 fouls, and that's how guys play defense when they get 5 fouls. You don't want to be off the court. You want to play. It is what it is. Jason Kidd should have protected him more. Lively should have been in the game behind him to protect the rim. As I said, I hear all the Luka slander. I hear all the Josh Green slander. I hear all the Exum slander. I hear all the slander for all the players. This is not the players' fault. I think I talked to Playback, which I'll get to later. And shout out to Laron, who was on there first time. And he said, he asked me, what is a coach's percentage of winning games and all? And I told him on a normal, I think a coach is probably responsible for about 35%, if I was to weigh it in a percentage or whatever. So about 35%. But in situations, it's situational where that doubles, or even more maybe, where a coach is maybe responsible for about 80% of it. That's like situations where you're supposed to be ready for the game. That's out of timeout plays. That's lineups and rotations. That is also clutch time, major clutch time. When your team, especially, is the number one clutch team in the NBA, and you have the lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. So basically, the game was 1-0 at that point. That was not Luka Doncic's fault. That was not Maxey Kleber's fault. It was Maxey Kleber's fault for being in there in that situation, but that wasn't his fault. That was not PJ Washington's fault. That was not, I don't know who else was on the floor. DJJ, who was half the time out on the floor, and then Josh Green at first. It wasn't Josh Green's fault. It wasn't Dante Exum's fault. It was Jason Kidd's fault. That's it. I was scared of this. I wanted to make sure I was on here tonight because I wanted to keep the same energy. I know the Clippers fans are waiting, and fans of other teams, and even some troll of ours want to wait and go and start talking and all, and that's perfectly fine. We knew you weren't going to be there the previous games. You can talk now. We'll talk to you after the series is over. We know how this works. You just don't. So you can get all your rocks off, whatever you want to do, pause. But really, this was a Jason Kidd lost game. This is the fear of why I am afraid of this team and reaching its potential, is because Jason Kidd lost us a game today. You cannot lose games. You can't lose possessions, especially in the playoffs. You can't lose games. You can't give them away. Jason Kidd has a track record of starting off slow, of giving stuff away, of taking chances, and I'm always afraid that's going to bite us in the butt. I'm always afraid that's going to bite us in the butt. Jason Kidd, like I said, man, he literally told the media that he'd rather live with James Harden, who is considered one of the best offensive players of all time, a former MVP. He would rather give him layups than step back threes. And your coach was perfectly fine stating that statement. We had a 1-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We are the best clutch team in the NBA, allegedly. And we didn't pull out that victory. From 2 minutes and 15 seconds on, Luka didn't have that bad of a game. Only thing he had was James Harden on him doing the same play over and over again, which we would do. Even if Kawhi Leonard was playing Luka with 5 fouls, you would ask Luka to go at Kawhi Leonard because he doesn't want to get his 6th foul. And usually a coach would make it better. Or like, I guess, just defend him in a way. Set up the team so that they would benefit Luka being out there with 5 fouls. Somehow they make up for it. I saw when Lively was out there, like 3 guys going at Zubac for a block and things like that. Like the rim was just shut off. They went from 75% in the first quarter to down in the 40s, guys, at some point in this game. Jason Kidd is, I don't know, man. I don't know. The series isn't over, so it is what it is. But you worry about these type of games with Jason Kidd all the time. I can't believe he didn't play it. And he had so many times. There was so many timeouts at the end of the game where you were like, Jason Kidd, just switch. I mean, we were literally on callback, on playback, calling it out, just saying, Jason Kidd, please go away from Maxi Kleber, please, please, please. And he just kept going and just kept being foolish. Another point I wanted to make, shout out to the people on Discord. I talked to you after the game for a little bit, and also the Queen. She talked about this. Ty Lue said that he had the blueprint of beating the Mavericks. Now, this is 2 things I want to say on this. I made light of Jason Kidd, out coaching Ty Lue the last game, and folks say he is a better coach than Ty Lue. Jason Kidd out coaching Ty Lue, and folks said in the comments and all, yeah, he is a better coach than Jason Kidd's a better coach than Ty Lue and all. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but 2 things about that. One, Ty Lue has won 2 games in this series, and both of those games have been without his superstar player. Well, his best player, I should say. Hell, if we didn't have Luka or Kyrie, I don't know if we could win 1 game in this series as far as Jason Kidd could do that. That's 1 as far as a coach and what a coach does. 2, Ty Lue said he had the blueprint of beating this team. I'm starting to think the blueprint isn't like Luka's struggling, right? And that's fine. They letting man play him a different way, and I really think he's hurt, and that is what it is. We can still win all these games with Luka struggling. That's wild. We're that good defensively. He scored 111 points today. We let him score 116 or whatever the hell it was. Like, that's too many. We'd have won the game. Any other time, we'd have won the game. But Ty Lue's blueprint, I think, might be against Jason Kidd. I think Ty Lue's blueprint is, I know that, the last game, the second game, it almost cost us as well. We won by 3 in the end. But in that third game, we kind of got a bit of separation, so he was able to go to his garbage time, his garbage unit, whatever, because Ty Lue waved the white flag. I think Ty Lue believes if I go small, instead of Jason Kidd counteracting and beating me with a bigger lineup, I think Jason Kidd will go small. And if he knows the pattern of how Jason Kidd plays, Jason Kidd does the same thing over and over, and we worry about it all over and over and all the time. What's to say that's not the blueprint of beating us? That's what I worried about. Jason Kidd, he showed his face. He lost as a playoff game. I can't believe it. I really was hurt. I really was mad, but I've calmed down now. We still can win the series. This isn't about our team. As I said, I'm not worried about the team. I really have no fear, or I have complete faith in this team. My issue is always with Jason Kidd, y'all. The Mavericks had a lead after being down by 31 points with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game. We can talk about the post-ups, not putting Luke in the post, running Kyrie at the point. We can talk about all that, whatever you want to talk about. Jason Kidd could have still won this game if he'd had a big man at the rim just to help out. He allowed one of the greatest, quote-unquote, offensive players of all time to have layups instead of step-back threes. Paul George made that 1-3. Okay. Paul George went off for like hella points in the first half. He made 2 field goals in the second half. I kind of called that in playback as well. James Harden wasn't making buckets. Terrence Mann cooled off. Like, they were all okay. Like, we were defending them. We held them under 20 points in the third quarter. And then he just decided to keep going with Maxey. And it bit us in our butt. And I see some folks, the Kevin O'Connors and other people are calling him out for it and saying, why did he do that? That was ridiculous. Even times where we could have had offensive rebounds, guys. We could have got extra shots. Gafford was getting offensive rebounds. Lively was in there doing his thing. Like, we didn't have another guy out there. And I know they talk about the Paul George shot and all of that nonsense. That I don't even think that's the biggest play of the game. Biggest play of the game. I think we were up 1 after Kyrie made that incredible layup. Oh man, Kyrie made that incredible layup. I want to say James Harden came down and maybe he shot the ball, or somebody else shot the ball, and James Harden got the offensive rebound. And it was like 4 Mavericks right there, or 3 at least. That's when it was over. If we'd have got that rebound, we'd probably go down and score, and they were just done. Like, wow. That was the game. Jason Kidd had a chance to call. I don't even think he had to call a timeout. I think a timeout was called right after that or whatever. But he had a chance to pull Maxey at that point. He didn't. He saw James Harden go to the rim and just throw up a left hand layup over and over again. He could have stopped and said, "Maxey, I need to take you out." Maxey was stuck in no man's land. He was doing literally nothing. He was just standing there, literally standing right there under the rim because he had no clue if he could defend the lob, which he couldn't. He had no position to defend the lob, being his size and his jumping ability at this level of his career. And he basically couldn't stop James Harden either, so he was stuck in no man's land. And they went to the play over and over and over again. And literally, I think the last maybe 10 plays of the game, it just had 1 3. It was that Paul George 3, but then the rest of them were James Harden layups, and then free throws between Paul George and James Harden. Jason Kidd lost the game. He watched it. I can't believe he said he gave James Harden 2 layups instead of step back 3s. This the guy we all talk about maybe can't show up in the clutch. This is the guy that went 0 for whatever in that playoff game, and you said give him layups. Just because some of your players can't make layups, you say, let's give James Harden layups. This was atrocious. This is one of the worst coaching jobs ever. And like I said, man, came back in the 31-point deficit. That's great. Luka was horrible as far as offensively. He was giving us all defensively with ticky-tack. He was getting frustrated. We need a Luka Doncic game. We need it. We do. It is what it is. I know that. I know we shouldn't be able to win this series without Luka Doncic. I want Luka to have a game. He needs to get involved. If he's hurt, he needs to play back a little bit and take selective shots, and also play in the post more and let Kyrie run the point. It's okay. Other guys can have better series, and then you can still be the best player at the end. It's okay, Luka. We know how this works. But we had a 1-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. The best clutch team in the NBA. And we lost. And it had to be 3 timeouts or so at the end of the game where Jason Kidd could have made a decision. It wasn't like we were out of timeouts. He didn't. Put Gafford in the damn when we needed offensive rebound, I guess. We'll get a rebound on a free throw. It is what it is. But, man, like I said, I was going to do the show a little different today. I ain't going to do much. Just wanted to give a little bit of takeaways, guys, and talk on it. Like I said, I didn't want to duck the smoke. I'm going to keep the same energy no matter what. Mavericks team is better than the Clippers team. I stand on that. I believe they're better than them. I believe we can beat them not playing. We can play gritty. We can play however we want to. We can beat them. Just our coach, man. Our coach just is our coach for right now. And it's a catch-22 because you want to win. You're in the playoffs right now. You don't want to lose. You don't want that on Luka. But you don't want to keep winning because you know Jason Kidd gets presented as the good guy. So it is what it is. But let's go win, man. Let's go further than this. Get out the first round. I don't know. I guess I do a couple super chats if people say some super chats or whatever like that. I'll do that. I don't really make the show too long, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's kind of late, and like I said, Rel wasn't here today, but I'm gonna do a couple, I guess, super chats if we have any. Man, other than that, y'all, let's keep it moving. I guess I'll go to the play of the game. Oh, also before I start, there was a super chat in the playback watch along for YouTube. I don't know who it was. When I stop it, it tells me that it was a super chat at that point, and it doesn't show me who it is though at that point. So whoever it was, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, let's get to the game ball. I really I really don't want to give a game ball today because I guess it's not the team fault though. So I'll give love to some of the players on the team. Jason Kidd, I wish I had like a Kidd. I know y'all got the Kidd emojis and all, but I wish I had a Kidd like just screen right now that I could put up on the screen for you guys. I'm gonna show love first. This guy, if he wasn't the player of the game, but definitely needs recognition for the day, and that's Dark Jones Jr. Dark Jones Jr. was missed a few dunks and all towards the end and all that, but like earlier, his drive and layup game, his shots, just everything. His defense was even pretty good. Like I thought he was played a good game today. But the player of the game for me though really was Mr. Uncle Drew. Kyrie and Drew Irving himself, Chief Hala, whatever you want to call him. That guy is just a beast, man. He's incredible right now. He's the best player in the series, and that's okay. As I said, I think Luka's hurt right now. And as he said afterwards, he feel like he's letting Kyrie down. And Kyrie said, "It's okay. We understand you have the mental pressure and all that goes on, but you just got to understand it's okay. You can live to fight another day, Luka. Like it's fine. Just get past them." And I think we can get past them as a team. I really do, y'all. But yeah, Kyrie's that dude, man. Shout out to Kyrie for holding it down. If it wasn't for Kyrie, this would have been like a major blowout, massive blowout. So shout out to Kyrie on that one. But with all that being said, I guess we can get to the glow yard and all. But first, I do want to show a little love to our partners over here at Court Kings. I know how they are, but shout out to them, man. We are excited to announce our new partnership with our friends over at Court Kings, and we appreciate them blessing us with their new Dallas Mavericks collection. This will not only include Dallas Mavericks-based shirts, but We Talk Mavs themed shirts as well. Be sure to check out our exclusive link on the screen or in the description to help the channel and rep the best Dallas Mavericks postgame show in the world. Much love to the entire crew over at Court Kings again for believing in us and taking a chance on the channel. Salute. Appreciate you guys over at Court Kings, Chris, Empire, Jeff, rest of the fellas. Appreciate you guys. Always free shipping, y'all. They got a great selection now with more to come. And We Talk Mavs collection. Definitely use the link in the description if you didn't get the QR code or whatever. But yeah, man, other than that, let me see if we got a couple, I guess, super chats. So let's get to the glow yard. And we do not have any super chats today, guys. So, yeah, that might end the show for me, guys. Y'all want to talk to me? Comment to the show. Y'all can hit me up on Twitter or X. Hit me up on Discord or whatever like that. Y'all know how I do. I don't duck any smoke. But, yeah, man, I wanted to keep this a short show. I didn't really want to do much, man. I didn't feel like it. It is what it is. We know what it is. We know what it was. There wasn't no need to go into that whole thing. It bit us in the butt for the playoff game, y'all. It is what it is. We got to go into the next one. And now we got to win a do or die game in Game 5. Y'all know when the series is tied 2-2, that Game 5 winner usually wins. They have home court back. We got to win. Jason Kidd likes being behind the 8 ball. So got to go win the game in LA now. Get it done. Hopefully we can come back to Dallas and close it out. Yeah. So. It is what it is. I'm just, like I said, it's not the team, y'all. I swear it's Jason Kidd. He just, every time I think back, I'm like, my head just keeps saying Jason Kidd. I keep picturing him on the bench, pause, just looking, like, letting it happen. It's just like a burning in my brain. But, yeah, man, that's about it. Let's get to the end part of the show and all that mumbo jumbo. Again, if you like Maverick content and all that, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We do post-game shows, like I say, after every game. We usually do a longer post-game show. We actually get in the comments and all that type of stuff. I don't know if Rel will be back the next episode. Yeah, I'll do a long episode, obviously. But he's going through some major issues right now. So it may be me solo dolo by myself for a bit. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Follow us on all our socials, which are in the description. What else? Before we go, though, hit us up. Make sure y'all watch us or follow us on Playback. And if you didn't know already, here it is. appreciate everybody at Playback. We appreciate everybody that watches on Playback as well, man. Watch the games. We have VIP passes available for you to watch the games for free if you need to. That's free 99 again. It was a good playback today. Awesome playback. Awesome game just in general. It just was tough the way it ended. We were like counting down as the Mavericks came back, like from 31 down to like being in the lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. But yeah, follow us on Playback, y'all. Also, if you want to be a member of the channel, hit the join button beside the subscribe button. If you're on an Android, if you're on an iPhone, you got to go to your Safari and make sure you're in your desktop settings and hit the join button there. Become a member of the Glow Yard Gang. We do members only shows every Friday morning if there's not a game, but if there is a game, we do our members only post game shows. We allow you to come on the screen after we give our takeaways, and you can give your takeaways as well with everyone else if you're a member of the channel. Make sure I miss anything else. I'm just say, make sure I give rep out to his channel. Cause we geek. He talks about everything geek culture. Just awesome stuff, y'all. They give you spoiler, I guess, reviews about the best shows and things of what you should watch and what they think and how just geek I guess culture is going on right now. So I definitely give Rel and Will a follow if you could, subscribe and like on their videos or whatever like that. It'd definitely be appreciated. You do some good work over there as well. Y'all know Rel legit. But is that it? With all that being said, I don't know. I might be missing something. I don't know if I'm missing something, guys, but I don't think so. With all that being said, y'all, it's your boy King. We Talk Mavs. Holding it down solo dolo today. Mavs lose, a tough one. Jason Kidd loses, a tough one. That's what I should say. We'll be back here. Well, I'll be back here at least. I don't know yet for Rel. What's that? Tuesday night, I believe they play. Same Mav time, same Mav place. Go Mavs. And I think y'all know what's up. Peace.